Hello, hello. Right, let's go do an overview of where we are. So we've got up to cargo transport light unlocked, which allows us basically to do cargo missions only in the Cessna because we need the tailwind endorsement for that one. To be able to unlock the jet rating, to be able to take the exam for it, which will give us the ability to fly the Vision jet. We won't be able to do the citation yet because we won't have multi-engine rating, but that will be the next one to do after jet, I think. And then once we get that, we'll go for instrument. That'll line us up nicely for yeah, the transport airline. So it means we can transport passengers en masse. Maybe that unlocks the like the VIP transports, I'm not sure. Could also do turboprop, scoop endorsement. That's for the firefighting stuff, I think. Yeah. Scoop large volume of water from a source. Okay. There's also that, it's about 50k. Oof. That might be a quicker way. I don't know. It's not accepting the escape button. Alright, Microsoft Flight Simulator is really, really fun sometimes. Okay. Difficulty 3. Nice. Hopefully, like, higher difficulty means more money. Difficulty 1. I haven't even seen any difficulty 2 missions. Yeah, they're all difficulty 1. Alright. Where are we going? What's the highest paying mission over here? Ooh. I do want to go from Norwich to Nottingham. Oh, then we can do that. We get an extra 5% now because of our B reputation. Okay. .91 nautical miles. Cool. Okay. it's like not accepting. Like 0 input from my keyboard on this. I do love Microsoft's Flight Simulator. Just put my keyboard back in. There we go. Wow. I'm old enough to remember that you used to buy software and it worked when you bought it. I don't know, I sound really old like that, but it is quite jarring. Right, let's have a look at the Skyhawk 172, the Cessna Skyhawk 172. So go through like a proper startup procedure through it. So if we bring the EFB out, we've got the checklist. Oh no. You do checklists on this thing. There you go. So we've done that. Parking brake is set. Ignition switch is off. Actually, should be magneto switch, but avionics switch off. Yep. Okay, so you want both of these to on. That'll power up the Garmin. Power up the rest of the bits and bobs. Primary flight display, PFD is on. Yes, that's what this is. Fuel quantity. Don't know if there is a don't know if there's like an actual tank gauge. The oh, okay. Yeah. They're showing the same. Cool. Oil pressure check. Yeah. It's complaining about oil pressure because the engine's not running. That's fine. Low volts. Yep. Low vacuum. Over here. Okay, so you want both of those now in the off position. Elevator trim. Three degrees, that's fine. That within takeoff? It doesn't like me messing with it. Can't actually see. Oh, it's in takeoff. 3 degrees should be takeoff. Okay. Fuel selector valve, both. Basic pressure. Alternate. That's that, I believe, which is off, which is correct. Yeah. Okay. They're all free. We've just checked that. That's fine. Antennas. I'm assuming they're fine because I can't actually check those. Yeah, we've checked those. Main wheel tire check. Yeah, that's fine. Oil level. Yep. Yep, yep. Yep. This is all the bits and bobs that you need to check around the aircraft. But what we'll do is we'll just say these are all fine for now, because I'm more concerned about doing the this properly. So what we'll do is move that in by 1/4 of an inch. That will do. Mixture is idle cutoff, arm, standby battery. Need to verify. I don't know whether or not that is just saying that the second radio, so the second nav radio and the second comm radio isn't working, I think. But we haven't got any red X's through any of the engine bits and pieces. Okay. So I'm quite satisfied with that. Master switch. Put these both to on. Switch the beacon light on. I should let everyone around us know that we are about to start, so don't stand near the propeller. We're assuming that this is a cold start. Fuel pump on. I think that's what that is. Okay, set the mixture to fuel rich. Or full rich, rather. And then set it back. Put that off. Okay, so it now wants us to go to then gently put the mixture. It's not allowing me to do it at this.
Hello, it's Chris Gore. Thanks for accepting the job. I'm your contact here. Glad it's you today, cause getting this 172 Skyhawk over to Nottingham is a big deal for us.
Correct.
Now that it's repaired, the owner needs her aircraft flown back to a field near her place. Mrs. Aiken, the owner, is expecting you at the destination on time. Safe travels.
Put nav lights on. Avionics switch, bus 1 and bus 2 on. Just gonna put full mixture in for now. That's on. Before takeoff, we'll deal with all of that stuff after we're taken off. We'll do a flaps 10 takeoff today. Announce our taxi.
Echo Golf 48, traffic Cessna Golf. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo Delta is taxiing to runway tree 1.
Where are we going today? EGBN. Over there. Okay, which is Nottingham. We got any... Oh. The controls are slightly infuriating. Alright, can I get rid of you? There you go. Can I select an approach? Don't think there is any for this, as there probably won't be. Flight plan. No. Oh. Okay. I should just do it that way. It's because we're flying to like really like small aircraft. Small. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that. There you go. Don't want the autopilot on. Turn the flight director off for now. Flight director can come on actually. And our initial heading, bring round to 288, which is on the desired track. Back out of that, CDI, put that onto GPS. Just do 2000. Put it on alt because we're about to taxi. That's fine. PFD. Nav 1 is set to ILS. I don't imagine there's any... Yeah, runway 3, 91 nautical miles, going to... Okay. Yeah. In HBA. Can I see what the weather is today? No TAF available. (1013) it is, I suppose. Okay. What we will do is checklist before takeoff. We'll sort that out when we're at the runway. Oh, I keep pressing escape. That's bad. Right. Okay. We'll increase the revs a bit. Take parking brake off. And we will proceed to taxi. Well, here's a tarmac runway. Where have we got to go?
Echo Golf 48 traffic Cessna Golf. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo Delta taking off runway. Tree 1 departure to the west.
That's fine, that's fine. We've already checked the PFD. Check that. Yeah, that's fine. Yep, they're all good. Checked fuel quantity. Mixture is set to fuel. Recheck both. Yep. Elevator set for takeoff. Yep, we already checked that. We'll do that. And I think we are into the runway. I'll check the rest of it. Put our strobe light on. Where does it want us to go? Need to set the throttle to 1800. Magnetos. Let's set the parker brake real quick. Bring up to 1800. That's fine. So what we're looking for is if it's dropping too much. We've got no red X's on engine. That's fine. Vacuum gauge, which I believe is vacuum there. Yep. .28 volts. We've got no announces on there. So I've got command of the throttle, that's fine. I already checked that, already set that. What I will do is back, exponder, set that to on, back. Set flaps to 10. It's fine, strobe lights are on. And release the brakes. And we will now take off. I'm going to push down on the yoke. Flight director's on. Speed's coming up. Rotate at 55 knots. Back on the yoke. Pulling back to 5 degrees. Happy with that. A bit higher. Bit bumpy out there. Some bad turbulence. Pitching up too high. Going to do flaps in now. Flight director's already on. What I'm going to do is autopilot on and navigation mode. It'll go to roll because can I even do navigation mode? Because it's not like a proper flight plan in there. Maybe not. So it's not wanting to go on to this. What we'll do is we'll move on to heading mode. So GPS is a standby mode. And altitude. Let's go all the way up to 10,000, why not? What we'll do is come back slightly on the throttle. I'm going to pull back. Try and get down to about 85. $85 knots. Not happy with me. Do that. Where are we? And we'll do flight level change. Want to do heading mode, please. Want to do 85 knots. So travel at 85 knots while going up to 10,000, please. I swear it'll get me. So this is what the flight level change mode does. So it prioritizes the speed of the aircraft versus the vertical speed of the aircraft, or the horizontal speed of the aircraft versus the vertical speed of the aircraft. if I wanted to do, say, like 1,000 feet per minute, as you can see at the moment it's doing 65, doing 500 now. I could put it into vertical speed mode, set it with these two buttons here, and tell it to do 1,000 feet per minute, but it will sacrifice the speed here to do it. So if I say I want it to maintain 85 knots, it will automatically adjust the vertical speed to maintain 85 knots while climbing. So basically it's constantly adjusting its pitch up and down to maintain 85 knots while still climbing. Forgot to set the timer. I'm gonna put it on now. And that's basically it. So I've got it. I could do, because we're fairly aligned, so I could do nav mode. So I'm now on GPS mode instead of heading mode. And basically it will try to align me to this profile here that you see in the CDI. Which is the GPS on 188, 80 nautical miles away. Interesting. The design, the DTK desired track is 128. That might be because we're slightly off on it. So. Wind option here. So we're getting a crosswind of about 7 to 9 knots, gusting to 10 by the looks of it. Coming from the north heading south across us. That's why potentially we're moving left and right like that. And as we've gone up over 3,000, what we'll do, just coming back slightly on the throttle. I need to be so aggressive with it. I will bring back the mixture. A little bit too hard. That's where we want to be. So you can see like we're crabbing slightly, so it's moving us left and right quite a bit. So we go outside because that crosswind, we're actually crabbing slightly into the flight path. Have we got any additional normal takeoff? Yeah, did that, did that, did that. Yep, did that. We retracted the flaps. Cruise. Okay, en route climb. Yeah, did that. En route to climb, power, no more than 75%, which is where I think we are. That's being handled by the autopilot, and the mixture is currently lean. Cool. We will come back to the descent and before landing. Okay, cool. As riveting as watching someone fly a Cessna is. I wish it could be more exciting. But I'm enjoying it. You know, learning the procedures of this aircraft. We don't need landing lights on, don't need those on. Strobe lights, nav lights, and beacon, I'll leave those on. We got any restrictions or anything? It's not really doing any, it's literally just going from airport to airport. So these smaller runways doesn't really have any like waypoints or VORs to add or anything like that, so which I'm actually kind of surprised about. Detail doesn't seem as much. I suppose it's hiding some bits. playing around with the temperature here. Try and keep it around 0 if I can. We'll leave it there. 2400 RPM. Getting pretty high. 6600 and climbing. Pretty good. Again, the goal today is make that 12,000 credits, try and get the jet rating. Jet rating is going to be big, going to be really big. Start flying the Vision Jet, for example, so can't wait for that. Vision Jet single engine, so shouldn't be too dissimilar to what we're doing here. So just a hell of a lot quicker. Be also good to get the night rating as well. Intrusive thoughts to open the door while we're going along, but yeah. Very nice British countryside out there. There's like a fairly large airport down there. EGTT. Got Pappy's heliport as well by the looks of it. Ground TAS, ground speed. I think that's 101 knots because we're also climbing as well at a rate of 200 feet per minute, or 250. It's variable at the moment because we're in flight level change mode. So, airfield below us. Might be that one, EGYM. There's a little airfields around. Yeah, this is why I wanted to come up to 10,000 feet. You get a much better view. Looks like a canal underneath us. See, Britain was known for its canals. Big, long, straight canals. During the Victorian age, we had a canal network that stretched the length and breadth of the country. Still crabbing our way up. So we're travelling on 287, but our heading is actually sort of going between 291 and 294 constantly because of the amount of wind that's out there. 10 knot crosswind, it doesn't seem that much, but I guess it's enough to, you know, wave us around a bit. Outside air temperature is -3 degrees. What's that in Fahrenheit? I'm gonna turn the POV on. think as soon as we get up to 10,000, we'll be almost top of descent. We have a look here. We're almost halfway there. That's how long it's taken us to get up to almost 10,000. But that's because we've been in flight level change mode at 85 knots to climb up there. Coming into some weather by the looks of it, not too much. I wonder if that actually moves. Seems like an old logo of Garmin. Never actually seen a Garmin product that has that logo on it. Here we are at 10,000 feet pretty much. Go a bit. It's creeping up a bit. That'll be because we're starting to level off. Engine revs. Flight level change. Would have disappeared now, so that's why we're increasing our airspeed. So basically we were losing 6 knots, according to this, to basically go up. Like I said, looking at the map though, probably going to want to come down. Or start coming down. So what we'll do is we will change the altitude change it to 3,500 and do a flight level change. So we're coming down a lot quicker than we did going up, so. $40 nautical miles, starting our descent to 3,500. Going through a bit of weather at the moment. Still crabbing our way though. Like I was saying earlier, the aircraft is pointing towards 290 to 294, but we're actually going 287, so we are doing the crab like this. Coming below that weather now, or it's behind us. Just dipping out of it, by the look of it. That view is a bit different, isn't it? It's like the POVs are different between the outside and the inside camera. Crosswind's still keeping us honest. Probably look at going a bit quicker, to be fair. Don't know if FLC mode. Back slightly. Just keeping an eye on this quantity. The way goes down slightly and increase airspeed. Try and get it to about 100 knots. I'm telling it I want to be at 100 knots. Now, why is it doing all of that? You figuring some things out? Yeah. So you're still going down. And you're going to get me to that 100 knots. And you're going to pitch up slightly. Can you not do it? Give you less revs? That work? Yeah, because I guess you have to pitch down more if I'm giving you less momentum through the engine to maintain that speed. Okay, that makes sense. Two-thirds of the way there. Come down a bit more on that to increase the rate of descent. Come down to say 2250, because about 500 feet per minute, maintaining 100 knots. Like I said, we'll be there before we know it, but we'll be too high. Really windy out there. 10 knots, but gusting to 10. You wouldn't think it would be that bad though. It seems to like cap out at 10. Never seen it go to 11, so. Shift 1, shift 2, shift 3, shift 4. That's 7, yeah. I don't know what that's doing. It's still descending, right? Yeah. Cool. .25 nautical miles. Just over an hour for, say, 3,200, 3,500 credits. Yeah. Don't know how long I'm going to be streaming today, but it's not going to be too late. I've got work tomorrow, I've got dinner to cook, so. Coming up to 6,500, so 3,000 feet to go. slightly. Shift 7. Get out of that view. Throttle's okay where it is. 29% on fuel. Come back slightly on the throttle. Bring it back down to. Should increase the vertical speed, which it is. So basically, because the plane's not generating as much thrust through its engine, it's having to angle down more because I'm commanding the autopilot to maintain 100 knots while going down to 3,500. And what you'll see is the engine RPM starts to creep back up a bit, and that could be something to do with because your airspeed is increasing. So basically more air is traveling over the propeller wings essentially, which makes it travel, like, essentially wants to make it move faster, and that might be what that is. I don't know if that's simulated or not. There should be such a concept as engine braking though, so if we're not throttling as hard or as much, so we're not pumping as much fuel into the engine, there's less explosions happening within the engine. Essentially the pressure required to turn the propeller or turn over the engine should be greater. So quarter of the way, 3/4 of the way done on the travel, maybe a bit more than that. 18 nautical miles, still descending. What I'm going to do is come right back on the throttle. Still, man, go down to 2,000 RPM, why not? Getting real cold in there. Increase the mixture maybe. Didn't think that's doing another thing. From minus 850, 750 feet per minute. So again, because we've decreased the RPM, so we've decreased the amount of fuel that's going in, which is decreasing the revolutions per minute, which is this number here. So the plane isn't going as fast via its propeller, but we've asked the plane to go to 100 knots while going to 3,500. So what it's having to do is pitch down more to maintain that speed, which increases the vertical speed, because it's essentially pitching down, so it's going to be falling through the sky, controlled falling, but it's gliding through the sky while descending at a greater rate to maintain this speed here. Map got incredibly detailed very, very fast. Let's go back there, turn the detail, let's turn the detail off for now. I don't need to, it's a mission, maybe it'd be more important later, but we're coming. So let's go ahead and decrease the altitude to 2500 and give me a flight level change again. So what I was doing, it was just basically increasing the RPM to give me that speed up here, and now I'm decreasing the RPM to 2000 to basically command it to be at 100, and you see it's maintaining around 700, 600, 700 at the moment. Leveling off a bit because we are coming down quite fast. It's only 1,000 feet at the end of the day. Engine temperatures come down really far. We'll probably maintain. What I'll do is I'll bring that down to 2000 and we'll probably maintain that. It's 10 miles, so the trouble is there's no radio out here to give me a glide slope or anything like that, so let's see. So with it, everything's going to have to be manual. We judge the airport manually and everything like that. Maybe we're coming up to an airport with PAPIs or anything like that. I'm guessing it's this airport here, which I'd be that looks relatively robust, and I'll be surprised if there's no arrival information for this. Procedure, back to arrival. Yeah. Increase the RPM, get up to 2200 or so. Yeah, just because we're no longer coming down. Just no. Aha. There we go. Which airport are we going to? Number 3, visual. Straight. It's fine. What I've done is that I've loaded that into a flight plan now. And we are a bit high, so what I'll do, I will It wants us to be about 1400. So I'll go into vertical speed mode.
Echo Golf Bravo November traffic Cessna Golf. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo Delta 6 miles southeast 2,000 feet inbound to land runway 0 tree.
0 tree. I do love that. So you notice how vertical speed target is minus, yeah, so we're too high basically. Go 900 feet. It's coming down. Go back. A bit quicker. Manage the RPM. Let's have a look out the window.
Echo Golf Bravo November traffic Cessna Golf. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo Delta going around.
Is that what that was? So we remember our descent we've already done. Power as desired. We'll make the mixture rich now. Already done that. Barrow is set. Don't need to worry about that. Done. It's on both. We're going to set to 10 degrees flaps. Oh. Before landing, that's on both. Mixture's rich. Landing and taxi lights on. Autopilot comes off before we land. Okay. Turning on to final now. When we're doing this slope around here. I don't know if it brings us on correctly, as in directly to the runway, but about 900 feet. 951 required, but 900 feet's fine. GPS. I don't think there's an actual glide scope or anything like that, so. Autopilot off. Below, okay, we can go full flaps now because we're below 85. Yep, that's fine. We want to come up on the RPM a bit. Going a bit too slow. Bring that up. Keep bringing it up to 2200-ish. We want to be touching down around 60-ish knots. See the runway in sight. So, before landing, autopilot off, normal, flaps out to the side. Yep, okay. So what I'll do is I'll do a shift 7. So I'm looking out and I will disconnect the autopilot. I have command. I am flying. And I'll come down. Because we're coming up on the airspeed a bit. Still getting a bit of weather. Coming back down on the throttle. Airspeed's climbing. There's a cow on the runway.
Echo Golf Bravo November traffic Cessna Golf. Juliet Foxtrot Kilo Delta is on final runway 03 to land.
Coming way too high, I think. Just gently. Try and center it. Coming way too high on that, but we got it down. Do a UE, I suppose, because that's going to want me to, what, go all the way back there. Okay. Right. And have it tell me that went off the runway or something stupid. Trying to stay on the runway, so I'm dabbing the left brake. Ah, yeah. Of course, that's not what I did. Right, bring the flaps in. Down on the speed, because it'll have me speeding. To about 800 RPM and then just roll on the runway. What else we got to do? Normal landing. Yeah, that's fine. Short field landing. Should have probably done the short field landing because it's not particularly After landing, set flaps up. Done. I did disengage that, so post flight. Cool. More revs. Get the ailerons to help out. Slow it down. Then we're going downhill. And revs up a bit. Starts turning. There we go.
Welcome to Nottingham. I'm Mrs. Aitken. I hope the maintenance went smoothly and that you took good care of my plane. I was counting down the days to get it back.
Throttle to idle. Electrical equipment off. Okay, boom, 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 boom. Off. All of that stuff is off. Avionics, yep, done that. Mesh to yeah. You can't do a proper checklist because it sort of completes once you shut it all off. But, yeah. Landing smoothness. Always seems to get me. $4,200. Okay, pretty good. Bad weather bonus, no scope bonus. 160 on the reputation bonus. Really good. Reputation's coming up as well. Number 23. Nice. 8,000 to go. Well, 7,800, 7,750 to go. Right, I will be right back. Right. Another 2 missions like that and we'll be very happy. Let's have a look. 3,200. Delivering aircraft to Ruislip. That's an aircraft we haven't flown before as well. What's going on? Is it loading or? See, these clouds, they look like just like copy and pasted clouds over the top here. Don't know what's going on with that one. We need the high paying stuff. Where is it? That's a lot of money. That's going to take a long time, but that's a lot of money. To Swansea. Okay. 94 miles. Let's do it. It's urgent. They need us. Brit Sky Traders. Okie. Move that. Move that. It's all good. There's someone else's aircraft at the end of the day, so we need to make sure that, you know, looking after it. We're the one flying it. The elevator. Yeah. Rudder. That's good. There are boxes. Okay. Let's make sure the strut looks good. Need that for landing. Right, we are going to skip the normal startup procedure, just in the nature of time. So what I am going to do though,
hi there, it's Jay. Now that you're all set up, let me go over the important details with you. You're carrying consumer goods on this flight. Standard shipment for our partner based in Swansea, but super important. You must reach Swansea ASAP. Our skids are built to handle slight turbulence, but maintain a constant flight speed and adapt to changing conditions. A prompt and safe delivery is key for the success of our business. All relevant information is in your flight packet, which is uploaded on your map as a reference. Have a safe flight.
There you go. Okay. Flight plan. Procedure. What runway are we going to? Runway 4, visual 4, approach. That's fine. We'll just do straight in. Activate that. Okay. Procedures. That's fine. Okay. Do we have any departures out of here?
Ground Cessna Golf. Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo request taxi to the active departure to the south.
Cessna Golf, Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo taxi to and hold short of runway 04 using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 10. Contact tower on 122.1 when ready.
Select departure. It doesn't care. Okay. 100 nautical miles. Yeah, that's fine. Let us go. Right. And let's do a shift 7. Where are we going?
Cessna Lima Juliet Kilo, did you hear my last transmission?
I did, yeah. Let me.
Taxi to and hold short runway 0 for using taxiway Alpha Cross runway 10 Cessna Lima Juliet Kilo.
Bring up the RPM. These are urgent. There you get that. Oh, sorry, Bob. Still need to figure out what's going on with my throttles. Like only using 50% of the like axis of the throttle, so need to have a little look.
Tower Cessna Golf, Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo ready for south departure at runway 04.
Cessna Golf, Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo QNH 101 tree south departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 04.
Cleared for takeoff runway 0 for Cessna Lima Juliet Kilo.
Alright, let's get on the 04 runway. I'm guessing I'm gonna have to do a U of to the left here. Oh, okay. It wants me to go that way. And do a U. Odd. Okay. Surely I'd take off into this way. Because I need to go this way. Slow down a bit. Turn on some lights. Taxi light can come off. It's fine. Everything else is okay, I think. Right. Just do 7. There you go. Right. No need to do flaps 10 for this. Plenty long runway. Coming up. A bit high on the climb.
Cessna Lima Juliet Kilo, continue for south departure.
Tower Cessna Golf. Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo, continue for south departure.
Let's get the flight director on. Let's get the autopilot on. Turn her around. Turn the landing lights off. Those are all fine. Get lined up with the flight plan. Will be over this way, I believe. Nav going. GPS, there you go. GPS is locked. Why are you going over there? Why are you going over there? You sorting yourself out? I think you're sorting yourself out. Right, 94 miles. Let's climb up to, say, 5,000. It's trying to align that to that. That's what it's trying to do. That's why it's going back and forth. Let's get the heading bug round, just in case there's a problem with the GPS and we need to sort that out. 218, there you go. And then let's come back on that. To come back on the engine throttle. To get down to 85 knots or so. Pitching up slightly. 85 knots, there we go. Let's go full throttle. Let's get up to 5,000 knots. 5,000 feet, I should say. Maintaining 85. So it should climb pretty quick.
Cessna Lima Juliet Kilo leaving my airspace frequency change approved.
Tower Cessna Golf. Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo frequency change.
Don't really need the strobe light on, but it's on. Engine, lean, assist. Flaps are up. We're burning both. Fuel valve is open. We have passed 3,000. Start to lean out the mixture. Where that cutoff is, I don't know exactly where it is. There it is. Get that temperature back up. So we're flying to the straight waypoint, which is 94 miles. Quite an angle actually. Going up, what, like 7 degrees? I know, that's quite nice. We might not get the jets today, but we will be very, very close. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to do a V-nav, I think, to make sure I'm at 25, 45 feet at the straight. and that. So we've topped off, we're at 5,000 now. So our speed will start coming up. So I need to watch the throttle here. And the throttle back. So it's around there, I'd say. Let's get VNav in. VNav mode is on, so hopefully when we get 90 odd miles, it should be bringing us to that. So our top of descent, it wants us to be at 1,107 feet there. And we need to start doing that in 48 minutes. So plenty of time. Yeah, we can come up. Around there. What's the wind doing? 0 knots. Bit of a slight wind coming towards us, so we're going into the wind slightly. So, but 0. So our ground speed is 113 knots at the moment. Desired track is 218 degrees. Our track is 218 degrees. And our estimated time of arrival is 46 minutes. Pretty good. Pretty good. Everything's going pretty good. QNH is 1013. We weren't told any different. So right, ground speed 113 knots. That's pretty quick for a little Cessna. A little bit high on the throttle, on the RPM, so going to come back ever so slightly. We have got VNav mode on. Top of descent is about 40 minutes. Let's have a look. Yep. So increased from when. So I've increased this by quite a bit. total trip time is going to be 44 minutes. But our top of descent was 48 minutes a couple of minutes ago, but because I've increased my speed, that's come down. So just increase it just a touch more. Bring that back. Try to keep to 2450. The top of cruise. So shouldn't fluctuate too much. It's really sensitive to any kind of wind. We've got that 1 knot crosswind and it made it bounce. This is Wales. See if I can spot anything. Well, I recognise. I come to Wales quite often. If I could, I'd love to live out here. I go to a place, I do some overlanding. Americans, I think you'd call it wheeling or something like that. Similar to 4x4, but a little bit less destructive. Well, not a little bit, a lot less destructive than 4x4, but go to a place called Strata, Florida, or Florida. Basically an old river and an abbey. The history of it is it used to intersect, be an intersecting crossroads for all the local areas, and got quite wealthy because of it. So because basically people would meet there to trade. All the old farm buildings out there. This is all completely accurate. So basically you drive down these tracks, which is all public road, and you will literally just come across buildings like this in the middle of seemingly nowhere. Yep. Looks like a landing strip. It is EGMP. Don't know if all of the little landing strips and all that they're 100% accurate or not, but the landscape looks very obviously it's not 100%, but looks believable. Is what I would say. It does look believable. Right. As we're on this, I shall be right back. come back. What we're looking like, Topper's descent is in 22 minutes. Estimated time of arrival is 26 minutes. Cool. Making good progress. Okay, we're about 10 minutes from the top of descent now. So what we'll do is we'll start doing our top of descent, descent checklist. So in-flight descent. That's fine. 2450 is absolutely fine for now. Okay, so it wants us to be full rich for the descent. That's fine, we haven't gone through transition altitude. We're on both, yeah. Probably do flaps 10 just to bring our speed down. Or try to. We are on VNAV. I don't know whether or not it works, but we are on VNAV. So, and we'll do that, and yeah, cool. So we're all ready for descent. Okay, by the looks of this, we're going to be flying over the airport, and then doing a swing round, and then coming back on ourselves. So I've gone into, I know I said I was in VNAV mode, but I've come out of that, and I'm just bringing us down to where it expects us to be on this straight, be around there. As I think what it's expecting us to be around that altitude before the top of descent to get to this number. I could be wrong, but that's what I think is happening. So we'll go with that hypothesis for now. As I'm seeing it now, it's pushing that top of descent down the flight path. You see, it was around here, about 10 miles away, and now it's here. Yeah. We'll level off at the 2400, and then I'll put it into VNAV mode. We'll just see what happens. VNAV is on. I'm gonna set the altitude to be 1100. And then we'll leave it like that. Well, let's increase the throttle a bit. Get a bit more speed. Top percent's coming back. Well, it's not coming back, it's sort of stayed roughly the same.
Swansea traffic Cessna Golf. Hotel Lima Juliet Kilo 4 miles northeast, 2,400 feet inbound to land runway 04.
Come back slightly on the throttle. Oh, mixture. Get the mixture in. Well, that was my bad. The GPS is asking us to be a bit higher at the moment, but I've not used the VNAV on this, so I'm just trying it out at the moment. So we're going to go out to sea, top descent, come back in. This wants me to do some sort of crazy pattern, but this makes more sense to go out, swing around, and then come back in. Because it always does this really, really tight turned, and yeah, the Cessna could probably do it, but it just feels really, really rushed. So, like I was saying, this is probably going to be the last flight. So we're flying over the airport at the moment, and then we're going to swing back around and come down on this. I don't know why, but it's the flight plan that we've got to do. So 3 minutes 30 to the top of the descent. Still below, about 250 feet below where it wants us to be, so should be okay, I'm hoping, because then the track should follow on to final. And yeah, Manseek, I believe that's if you're doing a go around, so it just forces you on the same heading and then out. There's 5 nautical miles beyond the runway, look, so yeah. 2 minutes 30 to top of descent. Everything's looking good. We're on V path. Excuse me. So VNav is on. Vertical speed is off. Flight level change is off. I am going to go to Yeah, 2 minutes to top of descent. At 1 minute, I'm gonna put on flaps to 10%, so down here, as we're allowed to do that with that, and then we'll be doing a full flaps. So we want to get down to 85 to do that. We're on full rich mixture. Let's put our landing lights. No taxi lights don't need to come on just yet, but our landing lights will come on. Everything else seems to be okay. What else we got to do before landing? Yep. Okay. I'm going to bring the flaps in. 45 seconds to top of descent. Flaps at 10%. Notice how we pitch up slightly. So it wants us to be at 11:07. Top of descent in 30 seconds. Coming in on the range. Next phase activated. $12 seconds. I'm interested to see if it actually V-path is active. It is taking us down. Nice. It's going to take us down. Obviously, once we're on the straight to it, it will. We'll need to take over, but it's bringing us down to 11:07. So I'm going to come back on the power, bring it back to 2200. We are coming in quite hot. We are at 10 flaps. So bottom of descent is at 1 minute 20, and that brings us 2.5 miles away from the airfield. Okay. So just off the coastline, if you look at that. We're 1 minute to bomber descent. Following the slope exactly. But I'm going to come right down on the power. Almost glide this in. There we go. Lined up on final now. We want to bring that all the way back. That's where we want to be. 84 knots. We'll go full flaps. Pitch up. That's fine. Add a little bit of power. That's fine. It's just because of the flaps. Okay, I am gonna take over now. That's me. What I'm aiming for is where you see on the Garmin, where it says the actual Garmin on my side of the aircraft. Up, you've got a screw literally up and right from that, and then up and left a ways. So what I'm looking for is the runway to be in between those two screws. I'm going to come up slightly on the power because we're a little bit slow, but we're gliding in very, very nice. Ease it over slightly. Try and line back up with that GPS. That's fine, 500. Set. Aiming for the numbers. Very short runway on this one. Again, just gliding her in. Just covering it so I don't see those numbers. Try and do my best not to hit the rudder too hard. Bring a little bit of rudder in. I'm at minimum now, so coming down to idle on the flaring up. I forgot to announce the idle. Because it's a short runway, did full brakes on that one. So is that having me? Okay, so do I literally? Literally go across the field, or? Sometimes hard to tell what it wants me to do. I can bring our flaps in now. Taking it. Okay, you didn't. Yeah, you didn't tell me where you want. I hate that, because that's going to give me a penalty now. It'll affect my reputation score. Like, I don't know what it wanted me to do. What was this we were actually doing? We were transporting important cargo or something, weren't we? Bus in the way. We'll do is just kill the mixture. There we go. Airline procedures, don't know what that was. Very close to an A on that one. Quite a bit. Reputation bonus on that one was 2,300. Sorry, 230. Nice. On our way to A, which should give us a nice increase. 2 levels from that. Level 25. Nice.
How is your pilot career going? Looks like you're growing faster than I could have imagined. I think it's time to introduce you to the freelance world.
Oh? Am I not a freelance pilot already?
Let's talk business. This is the overview. From here, you'll be able to quickly summarize the progress of your own companies. Once you start your first business, this will be your first port of call to keep track of everything.
Okay.
But to start a new company, you firstly need to buy a company license. Being your own boss can be rewarding. More income from each successful mission, and the ability to buy and customize your own fleet of aircraft. But those pros come with more responsibilities. If you own the aircraft, you're responsible for all maintenance fees. And if you crash, the aircraft is lost.
Okay.
So what do you want to do? Don't worry if you're not ready. You can always come back here when you've made more progress and more licenses are available.
I mean, it's 1,000 credits, right? I don't see a reason why not to do it. Oh, okay. Alright. I think I'll hold off on it for the moment. We're like 3k from it, from jet rating. Okay, so that will be the end of the stream. Next stream will be Wednesday. So yeah, that will be it. Thanks a lot. Cheers, bye.